everyone. My name is John Benedict C. Torrillos, and I am an Abyss IT student from ISPSC Santa Maria campus, and I will be explaining and demonstrating number systems. So first, let us define what is number system first. So number system is a mathematical framework that uses a set of symbols or digits and rules to represent and express numbers. It is defined by its base or radix, which is the total count of unique digits used to form numbers. The position of a digit within a number determines its weight or value, which increases by a factor of the base as you move from right to left. So these are the different number systems. We have A is binary to decimal, B decimal to binary, C decimal to octal, D decimal to hexadecimal, and E hexadecimal to binary. So first, let us define what is binary. So binary is a base 2 numerical system that represents quantities using only 2 digits, 0 and 1. This binary code forms the foundation of all modern digital computers, enabling them to process, store, and transmit information like text, images, and sound by converting them into machine-readable sequences of ones and zeros. Each 0 or 1 is called a bit, and combination of these bits represents all data in the digital world. So the binary is the one who interpreting. It is a computer language. No, that is a computer language. Binary is like a computer language that it interprets. No? It interprets the data or information coming from the source or coming from the user, and then it interprets the data or information through the screen or through the monitor of the computer. So the example of binary is here. So you can see that it is using 0 and 1 only, and so the character we can see at the right side that the null character, no, it processes or it translates into a binary code. So A is 11000001. So that's an example of a binary. So here, what is decimal? So let us define what is decimal. A decimal is a number that includes a decimal point, separating a whole number part from a decimal fractional part, which represents a value less than 1. The decimal point is a special notation in the base 10 number system that allows for greater precision than whole numbers, often used for money, measurements, and other values needing more detail than just integers. So here are the example of decimal. So we can see that it's totally a point that yeah, that's a decimal. So you can see at the screen that's a decimal. So in this part, let us define what is the octal. An octal is a base 8 numeral system that uses the digits 0 through 7 to represent numbers, where each place value is a power of 8, unlike the base 10 decimal system. It's commonly used in computing to provide a more human-readable alternative to binary code by grouping 3 binary digits into a single octal digit. Applications include representing file permissions in Unix-like systems and simplifying the expression of binary data. So it is commonly used in computing because it provides or it gives more human readable alternative to binary code. So octal is often used uh, rather than binary code, because it provides more human readable, so we can easily understand, and yeah, we can easily understand the information or data using Octal. Yeah. So here are the example of Octal. Yeah. And let us define what is hexadecimal. Hexadecimal number system, or base 16, is a positional numeral system that uses 16 distinct symbols. It uses 16 distinct symbols, the digits 0 to 9 and the letters A to F. It's used to represent large numbers with fewer digits than decimal. Base 10 and provides a compact way to represent binary base 2 data, making it a standard in computer science and digital electronics. The letters A through F represent the decimal values 10 through 15, respectively. So here are the example of hexadecimal. And so let us define, or let us know on how binary to decimal conversion works. So binary to decimal conversion to convert a binary number to decimal, we must multiply each binary digit by its corresponding power of 2, starting from the rightmost digit, which is 2, and so on, and then add the results. So these are the steps for binary to decimal conversion. We have step 1, assign powers of 2. Assign powers of 2. Write down the binary number, starting from the rightmost digit. Assign the powers of 2 to each position, beginning with 2. So step 2, multiply. For each binary digit, multiply it by its assigned power of 2. And number 3, step 3, sum the results. So you will add all the products from the previous step together. So here is a example on how to convert a binary to decimal. So we have 101 or 10101. So that's a binary number, and let us convert it to a decimal number. So first, assign powers of 2. So we have 1, so open parenthesis, 2 raised to 4 and close parenthesis, and so on. So in step 1, we can see that the binary numbers is we have assigned the powers of 2 in the binary numbers in the step 1. So in step 2, let us multiply it. So 1 times 2 raised to 4 equals to 1 times 16 equals to 16. So the next one is 0 times 2 raised to 3 equals 0 times 8 equals 0. So 1 times 2 raised to 2 equals 1 times 4 equals 4. So 0 times 2 raised to 1 equals to 0 times 2 equals 0. So 1 times 2 raised to 0 equals 1 times 1 equals 1. So in the third step, or in the final step, we will sum or add all the products according to the definition or description or the steps earlier. So let's sum the results. So 16 plus 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1, it equals to 21. So this is the visual, or how it looks like. Yeah. So next, let us define how decimal to binary conversion works. So to convert a decimal base 10 number to binary base 2, repeatedly divide, or in Tagalog is ulit-ulitin natin na i-divide, or let us repeatedly divide the decimal number by 2, recording each remainder 0 or 1. at each step until the quotient becomes 0. The binary equivalent is then formed by writing these remainders in reverse order. So these are the steps for decimal to binary conversion. So step 1, divide the decimal number by 2 and record the quotient and the remainder. Number 2, divide the new quotient by 2. You will divide again the quotient or the new quotient by 2 again and record the new remainder. And step 3, repeat the process. So you will repeat again the process. You will dividing the quotient by 2 each time until the quotient is 0. So in step 4, write down the remainders in reverse order. From the last remainder to the first. This sequence of zeros and ones is the binary equivalent. So here is the example on how to convert a decimal to binary. So let us convert the decimal 13 to binary. So number 1, we divided the number or the decimal number 13. So 13 divided by 2 equals 6 and the remainder is 1. And the number 2, so the results in 13 divided by 2, it came down to the number 2 or step 2. So let us divide again into 2. So 6 divided by 2 equals to 3. So the results will came down again to the next step or to the next process. So the remainder of number 2 is 0. So 3 divided by 2 again equals 1. The remainder is 1. And the last one is 1 divided by 2 equals 0. And the remainder is 1. So now, read the remainders from the bottom to top. Just like the description says earlier. So let us read it in a reverse mode. So let us read from bottom to top. So in number 4, or these are number 4, 3, 2, 1, we will read the remainder. So 1, 1, 0, 1. So the binary equivalent of decimal 13 is 1101. So this is the visual or how it looks like. So step 1, divide the given number 13 repeatedly by 2 until you get 0 as a quotient. So if you not yet achieve the 0 quotient, you will continue to divide and divide and divide by 2's the given number. So yeah. And step 2, write the remainders in reverse order or reverse mode. So in this part, let us define how decimal to octal conversion works. Decimal to octal conversion works. So to convert a decimal base 10 number to octal base 8, you repeatedly divide the decimal number by 8, recording the remainder each time until the quotient becomes 0. And the octal number is then formed by writing these remainders in reverse order, with the first remainder being the least significant digit and the last remainder being the most significant digit. So these are the steps for decimal to octal conversion. So first one, divide the decimal number by 8. So kanina, dinivide natin so kanina nag-divide tayo using the number 2. And now, we will divide the decimal number by 8 because we are using octal right now. So, and note the remainder. So, in step 2, let us use the quotient. Use the quotient from the previous step and divide it by 8 again. So, recording the new remainder. So in our third step, repeat this process until the quotient is 0. So fourth step, write the remainders in reverse order again, starting from the last remainder obtained, which is the most significant digit. to the first remainder, the least significant digit. So here's the example. So in this part, we will convert 670 or 670 base 10. It is a it is base 10 to octal. So in first one, we can see that we divided the 670 into 8. So 670 divided by 8 equals 83, and the remainder, and with a remainder of 6. Number 2, 83, or the results coming from the 670 divided by 8 is 83. So 83, let us divide it again into 8. So 83 divided by 8, 10 equals to 10, and with a remainder of 3. And same process again, let us divide the 10 into 8. So 10 divided by 8 equals 1 with a remainder of 2. So 1 divided by 8 was 0 with a remainder of 1. So reading the remainders from bottom to top. Just like earlier, we read the remainders from bottom to top. So let us repeat it. So let us read it. So 1, the first one in the bottom is the remainder 1. So remainder 1, 2, 3, 6. So the remainders are 1, 2, 3, 6. So 670 in decimal is 1, 2, 3, 6 in octal. So yeah. So here's the visual, or how it looks like. So I hope you enjoying listening to me. So in this time, let us define how decimal to hexadecimal conversion works. So how decimal to hexadecimal. To convert a decimal number to hexadecimal, you repeatedly divide the decimal number by 16. So kanina is dinivide natin yung given or decimal number by 8, and right now we will divide the decimal number by 16, keeping track of the remainders. You then write the remainders down in reverse order, in reverse again. If a remainder is 10 or greater, use the corresponding letter. A for 10, B for 11, C for 12, D for 13, E for 14, F for 15. So this is these are the steps for decimal to hexadecimal conversion. So step 1, divide by 16. Start by dividing your decimal number by 16. Step 2, record the remainder. Note the remainder from this division. Step 3, divide the quotient. Take the quotient, the whole number result of the division, and divide it by 16 again. So you will repeat it to divide again by 16. So in step 4, repeat. So continue this process. Let us continue this process of dividing the quotient by 16 and recording the remainder until the quotient becomes 0. So just like the decimal to octal. So ang pinagkaiba lang po nila is yung number na i-divide. So in hexadecimal, the decimal number that we will divide the decimal number by 16. So yeah. So this in step 5, form the hexadecimal number. Write down the remainders in reverse order they were generated, from the last remainder to the first, to form your hexadecimal number. And the last step, convert remainders. If any remainder was 10 or greater, replace it with its corresponding hexadecimal letter. So just like the description earlier, so the 10 is equals to A, 11 equals to B, 12 equals to C, 13 equals to D, 14 equals to E, and 15 equals to F. So this is an example on how we convert the decimal number to hexadecimal. So the decimal number 5386 or 5386, let us convert it to hexadecimal. So first one, 5386, we divided the 5386 or 5386 into by 16. So 5386 divided by 16 equals to 336 with a remainder of 10. So 10, the letter of 10, number 10 is A. So number 2, the results on the process earlier on the 5386 divided by 16, let us put it into the number 2. So let's divide it again. The results on the number 1, let's divide it again into 16. So 336 divided by 16 equals to 21 with a remainder of 0. 21 divided by 16 equals to 1. We always repeat the process until we get the quotient 0. So with a remainder of 5, and 1 divided by 16 equals to 0 with a remainder of 1. Therefore, 5386 in decimal is 150 or 150A in hexadecimal. So this is the visual or how it looks like. So yeah. So let us define how hexadecimal to binary conversion works. To convert a hexadecimal number to binary, replace each individual hexadecimal digit with its corresponding 4-bit binary equivalent. Steps for hexadecimal to binary conversion. So step 1, understand hexadecimal values. Recall that hexadecimal base 16 uses digits 0 to 9 and letters A to F, where A equals to 10, B equals to 11, C equals to 12, D equals to 13, E equals to 14, and F equals to 15 in decimal. So step 2, create a hex binary table. It's very helpful to have a reference table for each hex digit's 4-bit binary equivalent. So step 3, convert each hex digit. Take your hexadecimal number and replace each digit with its 4-bit binary equivalent from the table. Step 4, combine the binary groups. Place the 4-bit binary groups next to each other in the same order as the original hexadecimal digits to create the final binary number. So this is an example on how we convert a hexadecimal to binary. So the hexadecimal we have is A9. So yeah, hexadecimal number is A9. So number 2, let us convert A. Yeah, A 10 in decimal. So it is 10. For A in decimal is 10, right? That's the value of A. The letter of 10 is A. So when we add it into a binary, so it will look like 1 0 and 1 0 in binary. So in 3, convert 9. 9 in decimal is 1001 in binary. And the fourth one, let us combine, place the binary groups together. So let us place the binary group 2 and 3. So we have 10. So in binary, A is 1 0 and 1 0. So we can see in the number 4, andun na yung 1 0 1 0. So so the number 3, 9 in decimal is 1001. So we added, we combine the 10 and the 1001. So we place the binary groups together and this is the result. So 101 01 001. So that's the binary or the results on how we convert on the process on converting the hexadecimal number to binary. So A9 in hexadecimal is 10101001 in binary. So in conclusion, guys, in summary, a number system is a mathematical method for representing numbers using digits and base. Common number systems include binary, base 2, decimal base 10, octal base 8, and hexadecimal base 16, each with unique applications in computing and mathematics. Conversions between these systems involve specific processes, such as multiplying by powers of the base or repeatedly dividing by the base and recording remainders. So I hope, guys, that you've learned something on my video, and thank you for your time and thank you for watching. See you again in the next video. Bye!